I'm Becca.
And I'm Matt, and this is your tech news update.
This week, Stephen Hawking has the worst party ever, a bankrupt pirate, and the Ig Nobels. But first, Matt with some Facebook news.
Facebook is always trying to give us a helping hand to be more social. So when we're tagging our party pictures, it sometimes spots the faces and suggests who they might be. But they've had to pull the plug on that particular feature. It seems that it falls foul of data protection best practice, and after a recommendation from the Data Protection Commissioner of Ireland, the feature will no longer be available. There is a hope that the service can be reinstated at a later date with some enhancements to comply with the guidelines. The Commissioner said that Facebook's overall scorecard for data protection was very good, and that they showed willing to comply with best practice.
The Nobel Prize is the pinnacle of most scientific ambitions, but the Ig Nobel Prize is awarded to the research that, well, is more likely to put a smile on your face than cure cancer. This year's glittering awards honoured research projects such as a physics project to better understand the properties of the ponytail. There was also a neuroscience prize for researchers that found brain activity in a dead salmon. What they actually had proven was that sometimes brain scanners make mistakes. But it's all useful information. The psychology prize went to researchers that found if you tilt your head to the left, the Eiffel Tower looks a tiny bit smaller. I'm not sure how that helps anybody though. Matt?
For some, Pirate Bay is a freedom-fighting organisation, sticking it to the man or to Hollywood or something. But the torrent site has been dragged through court and the people behind it have been duly punished for copyright infringement. One of the most controversial backers, Carl Lundstrom, has now filed for bankruptcy. The heir to a crisp-bred fortune, Lundstrom is renowned for his right-wing sympathies. Much of his fortune has been transferred to his wife, who in turn has been transferred to Switzerland. So it's unclear whether the courts will get any of the £2.5 million in fines he has accrued.
It's never nice when you have a party and nobody shows up. And you would think a guy like Stephen Hawking would be able to attract quite a crowd of partygoers. But a party he had in 1999 saw absolutely nobody turn up. It's a sad story, but not because Stephen Hawking is unpopular, but because it very likely points toward time travel being impossible. The party was in fact thrown for time travellers, so the fact that the invitation went out after the party had already passed shouldn't have posed a problem. I have experimental evidence that time travel is impossible, said Dr. Hawking in an interview recently. The party was thrown in June 2009, so if you are a time traveller, it's not too late to save the day.
That's it for this week.
Thanks for watching.